OMG, I know it's been like forever since I made a video, but I've been busy and stressed out as so yeah, a little update. Well, a little update. Basically, I haven't really been working. I've been doing Uber Eats, which has been putting some bread in my pocket, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, as you know, it's not like a real job, but honestly, it's making money, so that's what I've been doing. Of course, I'm still looking for jobs and stuff like that, but like, I'm low-key not even in a rush, only because like I know I have my degree to fall back on, which really brings me to the point of this whole video, which, as you can see in the title, it's about college and is it worth it, basically. So, as you may or may not, sorry, that was my timer. As you may or may not know, I have my bachelor's in psychology. I'm gonna just tell you this right now. That piece of paper, that degree, doesn't even mean much. Like, I'm convinced that that title of bachelor's to have on your resume, having that on your resume, is for them to like put it at the top of the pile, but that's about it. You have me in school for 4 years or 5, completed everything, graduated, got my bachelor's, cool. But when I apply to jobs that I want or whatever, it's, oh, you need 4 years of experience. Oh, 2 years of experience. Not even 2. 4 plus or whatever. How do you expect me to have experience when I just come out of school? Like, that shit is ridiculous. They expect you to go to school, get your degree. I'm pretty sure you gotta work, because living in New York, you need to be making something, and they expect you to have experience. Like, bro, I was up till like 2 a.m. studying and shit, doing papers for the last 5 years and working my ass off to put a little money in my pocket. Granted, they have like my school specifically had like a mini internship for like my senior year. For what? You had to do like, what? I had to do 80 hours. What kind of experience is that? That's probably like what? 2 months, 3 months, if that. I don't even know. But I've been working with children a lot, and like my ultimate goal is to become a high school psychologist, and I'm planning on going back to school to get my master's, because I'm looking up stuff, you know, just to like plan ahead, looking at, you know, how much they make, school psychologists make, and like the abundance of school psychologists that they're looking for is really a lot. Like, so I'm just like, okay, cool. But they want that master's, so I'm gonna go back and get my freaking master's. Anyway, back to, is college worth it? Well, for me, I just, personally, I like being in a classroom, and I actually love school. Like, I just like learning. Like, I tried some online classes to, like, you know, get my credits and all that stuff to graduate, but it was not for me. Like, it wasn't for me. I'll forget shit, forget assignments. Like, I don't know. I need that physical, you know, interaction, whatever, in the classroom. Somebody might have answer that's like really, notable, worthy, and stuff like that. So I like classroom. But college is definitely not for everybody, because at the end of the day, like I said previously, I have my bachelor's and I'm still not pulling the jobs that I want. I'm really not, and it's very annoying. I'm not gonna lie, it's very annoying. But hopefully when I go to my get my master's, I'm sure it'll open up more doors, but specifically in the field that I'm in, psychology, you're not really gonna make much unless you got that PhD side D in front of you, you need that shit in front of your name. But me, I'm okay with being comfortable as being a school psychologist, so I'm comfortable with that. So I'm just gonna get my master's, and if I want to get my doctorate later on, I can do that. But honestly, I think after my master's, I'm done. But yeah, college is a tricky thing. There's many people that has become successful without going to college, as you may know. But education is key. You have to have that education. And I'm not even gonna hold you. When I was in school, some of the professors were so freaking terrible, to the point where half of the class, the whole class was teaching themselves. All you need is the book. All you need is the book. So that's why it's really important to read as well. But yeah. And if you graduate high school and never went to college because it was either expensive, financial aid issues, blah blah, and you want to go back, my advice to you is make sure you know exactly what you want to do, what you want to study, and where you want to go after that. Because a lot of people going to college not knowing what the hell to major in, what they want to do, and they just waste time and money. Figure it out first. Write it down. It sounds cliche, but write that shit down and see how you can work to those steps to get there. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna sit there and waste so much money and so much of your time not knowing what you want to do. So I suggest anybody to go back, to do something in business management or something along those lines, because that could spread to everything. Even psychology can spread into many different fields. So yeah. What else did I want to talk about? Is college worth it? Well, a little more personal story for me. I'm doing, as you know, I have a daughter, my princess, Molly. And when I first, let's go back to my freaking job that I had. I was a paraprofessional for this company. I'm not gonna say their name, whatever, because technically I'm still employed by them. Let me tell you what happened. So with those agencies, they assign you a case, which is basically a student. They have their own, individual evaluation plans, IEPs, and you work with them for the school year. That's what's supposed to happen. Now, the agency I worked for found every little thing or bullshit to either pin on me or be like, oh well, district doesn't want this, that, and the third. You work for the district, correct? So you should know who to put in place for your cases. So anyway, long story short, they took me off of a whole bunch of cases. I'm just like, all right, when we find another one, all right, we'll put you on that one. That happened to me at least, I want to say a good 3 or 4 times working with them, and I worked with them since 2016. Yeah, 2016. So between those 4 years, 3-4 years, I got placed 4 times. So the last time they told me that was back in January. I had told them I was going on a trip. I went to Haiti for a wedding. first time I hated that shit. Oh my god. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. That trip was great. Yeah, before I told them I was going on vacation, probably like a month prior. So I was gonna be gone for a long time, and then they were just like, they said fine. We came back from I have 4th of July in my head. Sorry. We came back from winter break, New Year's break, and they were just like, oh, some bullshit, something about the district or some shit. We'll find you a new case. Till this day, that was in January. It is freaking June 19th right now. Since then, they've told me, oh, when we get a new case, we'll let you know. I'm sorry. So technically, I'm still employed under them. And, like, I wanted to quit so bad. Like, I wanted to find another job and quit. And it just didn't work out that way. So technically, I'm still employed by them. But then, you know, I emailed them, notified them. We were just like, you know, what, have you found anything? They're just like, no, not yet, blah, blah, blah. This is probably in February, maybe. Late February that I notified them. And February, early March. And they were just like, oh, no, we don't have anything. But, you know, if you want to search for another position, in the meantime, we'll understand. So you didn't fire me. I'm not going to quit. So that basically made me not able to file for unemployment or whatever. Then, finally, she took this on the drive. That's how we do. That's how we roll. So, anyway, so yeah, that happened. Then, oh my god, wipers. Then, I ended up getting another job. I was an ABA therapist, whatever. You know, going to homes and work with kids on the spectrum, which was cool. But my supervisor, my boss, was not it. Okay? Like, it was not it. She was, Asian. And, like, she barely spoke English, and she didn't know how to write in English. And, like, granted, she served her own community. So she low-key didn't really have to learn English, but you need to learn English to work here. But anyway, so, like, she would, you know, have me go over all the files and stuff, make sure everything's spelled correct, like, ask me, like, oh, how do you spell such and such? Is this spelled correctly? Like, I would help her out. And then I was to the point where I'm just like, honestly, I'm not getting paid to do all your, like, corrections and stuff, so it's either upgrading to a administrative assistant, like, I offered that, and, or I'm not gonna do it. So long story short, that job, I felt like I was very overqualified for it, and I did not enjoy it at all. I was working 6 days a week. I only had Sunday off. It was, I'm not gonna say it was terrible, because, like, I really, you know, grow a bond with the kids and stuff, but it wasn't worth my time, like, at all. But yeah, always leave work, or, you know, if you want to quit or something like that, on a good note. So, you know, like, you know, on a good note. But, yeah. So now it's just like, and that last job, the last recent job that I had was that job that I quit. And I had that for, like, maybe, like, 3 months, if that. Because, like, I'm not playing anymore. Like, I'm not waking up and going to a job that I dread every day. Like, what's the point? No. And, like, I know that I have that degree to fall back on, but at the end of the day, if it comes down to, if I gotta flip some burgers, if I gotta freaking go scoop up some dog shit, I'm gonna have to do it, because there's jobs out there, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, based on your personal preferences. That's all. And for me, this Uber thing is working out for me because I don't have to answer to anybody. I could sign on and off. I could sign on, do what I have to do, reach a goal, set a goal for myself for the week, the day, and that's it. Like, and you get paid out weekly. So you could get paid out weekly, or you could just cash out. Hello. And that shit comes in handy, I'm telling you right now. I would have loved to do this while I had another job, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So once I find a job that I'm qualified for and it's worth my time and that I enjoy going to, then that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah. That's basically all I wanted to talk about. And, you know, as time goes on, I'm still looking for work. Somebody hire me if you're looking. Bachelor's in Psych. I'll send you my resume. But, yeah. So that's about it. I just wanted to give you guys a little update or whatever. I'm starting... well, I'm not starting. I'm conjuring up an idea, which I don't want to say out loud yet, because I feel like once you have an idea and you like speak it out loud, like somebody's listening, and then next week there's a commercial for it or there's an ad, like what? That was my idea. You know what I'm saying? So I'll share that later on if I like, you know, get everything together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. I will try my best to do more videos. At least 3 a week is kind of pushing it, but maximum 3 a week, minimum once a week. But I'm trying to do every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Never mind that it's Wednesday today, but yeah, whatever. Love you guys. Remember, you got a blood of warrior in your veins. You are a king. You are a queen. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody degrade your worth. Understand? Love you guys. Bye.